You talked about the Cayman Islands. You also had foreign bank accounts according.
I do have a foreign. I do have.
What is the status of your legal issues right now?
You should actually read the charge sheets against me. In fact, you should actually do a little bit of a podcast on the charge sheets again. You will understand how absurd they are. In fact, what are the charge sheets again? One
Chinese visa scam. INX media case.
But let's come to the amounts there. The Chinese visa scam is for is a dead man apparently giving cash to a person who was known to me.
Right.
A dead man who's never been interrogated. So that's the level of the case. No public servant named in the case. So I do not know who I corrupted, who I influenced. I could have only influenced a ghost. Because I can't issue a visa, can I? Somebody in the government has to issue
You can
visa.
give recommendations. But
yes,
that's the allegation, right?
And then if I gave my recommendation which was illegal and somebody had to act on the recommendation, right? And the person acting on the recommendation is also at fault, correct? But they have not named that person whose fault. So there's no public servant there. So that case is at that level of seriousness.
There's an FIR on you.
The FIR I can file even against you in my Devakotai police station. I'll have an FIR against you. You will be coming there. Filing an FIR in India is the easiest thing to do.
Okay.
Another case is for 9,86,000 rupees. Another case is for 25 lakhs rupees. So you must go and actually do an RTI, find out how much the government has spent on legal fees in these cases.
But then the ED attaches properties worth crores that we hear about.
Of course, that is the ED is the...
And the courts uphold that attachment also.
Listen to me. Every draconian act, every cruel act in this world is done under legal veneer. Jesus Christ was crucified because Pontius Pilate gave a judgment against him under Roman law prevailing in Jerusalem at that time, and he was crucified. Every act the ICE is doing in America is by legal sanction. Whatever the Nazis did to Jews was by legal law, because the German parliament passed those, the Reichstag passed those laws, told the Jews can't do business, that if you're even if you're 1/16th of a Jew, you will not be considered German, you will have to wear a David star on your arm, you can't hold a business. It was legal, that was the law. So whatever illegal draconian act which happens in the world happens under legal veneer. So everything which is amoral and according to me completely unconstitutional is being done under legal sanction. Yes, every raid is legal, every arrest is legal in India because the magistrate signs off. Every custody is legal. Everybody who's not been given bail is legal. There's nothing holy about this.
But my thing is, when the court upholds an attachment, that means your side had a chance to say.
No. You don't understand the procedure of attachment. The first attachment is done by the ED itself.
Right, I understand.
And the appellate authority is not a court. It is their own appellate authority. It is only a stamping house. Tell me one attachment they have said no. Tell me one attachment. Give me a track record of an ED attachment which their own adjudicating authority has said no. They won't. They'll only stamp it because it's another IRS officer who's retired who's sitting there. The ED is full of, it doesn't have its own cadre. It's all full of tax collectors and customs fellow. They will go and then stamp it. It's nothing. It means nothing.
On the INX case, haven't they given a list of the payments which have been done to a series of companies?
Yes, they should. You should educate me on the payments. I want that money badly.
Okay.
I seriously want that money.
So you have not received any money for services rendered?
Nothing. I don't know anybody on one of them. See, let's be very clear about this. I have never spoken to anybody in government about any private business's interest, asking them to do one thing or the other. I'm categorically telling you.
There was no quid pro quo.
There is nothing. You look at
your father was in very, very important position.
I have never told my father to do anything. And look at the bail order of me from the INX case. What does it say? It says that there has been no evidence to suggest that this person has ever spoken, met or influenced any government servant. That's all. All cases will die. But the cases in India will never die. As Narasimha Rao said, judge will die, lawyer will die, respondent will die, petitioner will die, case will never die. And since I am the youngest, and unfortunately there are many IAS officers who have all been pulled into this, because without pulling the IAS officer, you can't bring me into the case. All of them, unfortunately, are going through this pain. I will outlive all of them because I'm younger than all of them. But nothing will happen.
Long story short, it's a witch hunt. That's what you're saying.
Of course it is.
Now, why a witch hunt against you? You seem to be the dissident voice in Congress right now.
No, it's not against me. I'm not so important. It is a signal to the world at large that if we can go after the former Home Minister and Finance Minister, we can go after anybody. It's a signal to the world. That's all. We can harass him, we can block him, we can go after him, we can go after his son, we can go after everybody. It's a signal to the world, that's all. Why is ICE going in masked gunmen going everywhere? It's a show of force. It is to tell anybody who is not ethnically Caucasian in America, hey, I'm watching you. I'll do anything to you. I'll come and ask you for your papers. I can deport you. Even if the slightest transgression, I will check your ID. It's a show of force. It is showing that I can do anything to anybody. That is exactly what this is all about.
Is it really true, because this is what websites say, that you're the most rated person?
I am the most rated person. And I'm the most rated person, and they found nothing after all the raids.
But why has the Congress party not asked for a forensic audit on all these cases?
What can we do? We are not in government. At one time when the wheels turn, there has to be a forensic audit. There was a Nuremberg trial. So there was a Truth and Reconciliation in South Africa. At some point in time, that will also happen to the ED here.
But usually sons of politicians are blamed for becoming products of nepotism. What you are saying is you bear the cross of being your.
But I've also got advantages. I got the opportunity to contest elections. I'm sure that it has been easier because I'm my father's son. So there's no doubt about that. Name recognition, so much. The advantages outweigh the disadvantages. Maybe because my advantages and my profile is so high, I have to bear this cross as well.
Okay.
So you are okay with your party leadership stand towards you, because we saw the pictures of Mrs. Gandhi visiting in Delhi, Tihar jail, when your father was in.
See, Mrs. Gandhi has always been very, very supportive, and I have hold her in the highest esteem. I think when history is written, you will realize what a remarkable political leader she is. It's just think about it. Just step back and think. As a 19-20-year-old, you go to a country where you do not know anybody except one person you are intending to marry. You have no cultural ties. You don't speak the language. You marry into a very prominent family, live life there. Then see a brutality of 3 unnatural deaths within a short span of time. Then go through this huge personal mourning. Then take over a large political organization which is storied for more than 100 years. Then, which is in the doldrums. Revive it. Come to power. I think it's one of the most...
Hasn't the country also given her a lot for what she has done for the country?
Of course, the country has given her a lot of respect and love. But the point is, look at her life. Her life is a remarkable story. Tell me one other person in modern history who you can say has crossed cultural barriers and achieved this kind of success. Give me one.
The country didn't ask her for sacrifices. It just happened, right?
It happened, fine. But she bore it. She bore it. She carried that burden with her. She carried that personal trauma with her and grief with her, and she still succeeded.
In many of her speeches and in many of her interactions, she hasn't had many with the media, but in that, she does take responsibility for many of the actions which have taken place. I want to ask you that, because you represent the Congress party, why doesn't Rahul Gandhi take responsibility for those 90 odd elections that the party has lost under his stewardship?
See, everybody is responsible. Of course, the leadership is responsible. But the point is, the average party cadre has got a special connection with the Nehru Gandhi family, and they want that family to be the centrality of the leadership of the party. This is not only true of the Congress party. It is true of almost every political party barring one or two. If you go to the national conference, it will be unthinkable for anybody outside the Abdullah family to be a leader. You go to the, Mufti breaks away from this, and what does he do? He's only succeeded by his daughter. Mamata Banerjee breaks away from the Congress and starts a new party. Who's her successor? Her nephew. Sharad Pawar breaks away from the party, forms a new party. Who is his successor? His daughter or his late nephew?
You and your father also tried to break away at one point of time.
My father was not the leader of the party. Of course, we broke away unsuccessfully. We came back. Not many. Everybody can run.
Pranab Mukherjee also did that.
Pranab Mukherjee did not run a successful political party. Mupanar did not run a successful political party. So we came back to the Congress. Everybody doesn't succeed. And look at the other parties. The parties in which the BJP has alliance with. They have alliance with Chandrababu Naidu's family party. Who do you think is going to succeed Chandrababu Naidu? It will be his son.
Ramados in Tamil Nadu.
What about the Ramdas Anbumani's party, PMK? What about Paswan's party?
Okay.
So what about the Shiv Sena too, when the BJP had alliance with?
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा।
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है।
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दें?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब।
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप।
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI, it does not lie.